against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a 1992 300ZX Fairlady Z with a 96 twin turbo motor in it. This originally came with the naturally aspirated motor, but this has the swap, which I couldn't be happier about. I have always wanted to drive this car, especially the twin turbo version, and now we finally have it. My friend Andrew drove quite a bit of ways to let me drive this car, and he got this car for an absolute steal. I cannot believe it, but he got this car for $5 grand. I don't really know too many other cars out there that would give you this much fun for $5,000. Not just that, the best way to describe how the car drives is planted. Now, Nissan kind of has this more of lightweight mentality of this area, you know, 240SX and that sort of thing. And this was kind of the heavy boat of the time, is what a lot of people think anyway. It was 3,800 pounds, it is 3,800 pounds, but does that really deter anything away from the car? I don't think so. So far, as I go around this lovely bend, it is just flat. Even though if you're going out of the corner in, say, second gear, it'll snap on you pretty hard if you're not careful. Right now, the car usually runs probably 15 pounds of boost, and on 15 pounds of boost, the car makes 331 wheel horsepower, but right now we're running 20 to 22 pounds of boost, so we're having a lot more fun. The motor is the JDM version of the VG30, and it's a DETT. Speaking of this car being a 90s car, when this car came out, talk about a showstopper. I love the way this car looks. It's a really, really aggressive car and also had that kind of modern twist for the time. I mean, when you sit in this interior, you just look at everything and it just screams like cockpit and pilot. And you have these huge climate control switches right here, and you have your boost gauge right here in a pillar pod. The steering feel is definitely more analog than a lot of the modern cars today. When you go around a bend, you feel everything the car is doing. It has really, really good feedback. I know it sounds like I'm really sucking up to this car, but the way that this motor distributes the power is it's like butter. It's nice and smooth. And when you feel the boost kick in around 3,500 to 4,000 RPM, it really kicks you hard. So having mid 300 horsepower in this car is a fantastic time. Absolutely. I mean, the car is such a showstopper on its own that we're behind a school bus right now and all the kids are waving and pointing at us. Just the body lines of it is very modern. And at the time, it was almost the pinnacle of Nissan for a lot of people. But now, I rarely see them anymore. I know it sounds odd now that I'm sitting in one, but I really rarely see this car. One thing about this car though is as I go over these train tracks is the car is lowered, but it's not too low. It's functional, but you will scrape and you will rub a little bit. Nothing too serious, nothing to damage the car. It's on Eibach lowering springs and along with KG and shocks. Now, and it kind of shows that you don't have to do too much to a car to make it worlds better. So instead of having coilovers, which is usually always the best option, you have kind of the best of both worlds. You can cruise in this car just fine. And speaking of cruising in this car, it's ridiculously quiet for a performance car. When you're cruising around, you're not ruining anybody's day. You can get on it whenever and not get in trouble. Well, hopefully. But the way this 3.0 acts, it's a very, like, the kind of word I kind of think of, it's disciplined. It knows when to have fun and when to get work done. Third gear has a little bit of, I guess you could say, boost threshold, as many people say, or lag. better way of saying it. These gears are actually fairly short as well because this transmission was the transmission with the naturally aspirated version. So when you combine these two things, it actually works fairly well. Woo! So after doing a little bit of shenanigans back there, do I have a verdict about how it is on a back road? It's a fun back road car. I think what's so great about it, since it is so butterly smooth, it's very predictable. At some points, the boost will kind of kick in really, really hard, so you have to be ready. But if you just let out of the gas, it'll snap right back for you. You'll be totally fine. Just respect the power, as always. Since the car has a very quiet exhaust, all you hear is straight motor. You hear a little bit of the turbo spool, and you just go along for the ride. Now, this 3.0 actually has a lot more potential than a lot of people think. A lot of people will swap it for something else, even LS motors or something along those lines. The way I'm kind of getting the vibe between this and, say, a 240 SX is the 240 is the one to slide around in and drift, and this one is composed, and this is the one you would take to the track. Just pulls you back when you get to the top of the RPM range. Awesome. Ugh. It's almost one of those cars that kind of the quicker you go, the better it drives. It's weird because the first and second gear is vicious. You get screwed up really easily. But then you get to third, you're like, okay, that was a little bit smoother. Then you go to fourth, and you're like, okay, this is my favorite gear. Fourth just revs out, and it's a ton of fun. Brakes are good. Alright guys, I want to thank each and every one of you so much for watching this quick little review video of the 300ZX Fairlady Z. I had a great time, and I hope that you did as well watching this video, and a huge thanks to Andrew for letting me drive this fun, awesome car. So I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a good one.